postage does it take to send a letter to Canada?
Who's it going to?
Canada. It says, Dear Canada, you.
I'm literally the funniest guy I know, and there's nothing else to it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is Thursday, and we are in St. Mary's, Pennsylvania right now. If you saw my last video, I kind of talked about this kind of round trip. Right now, we just picked up a load of pallets. It's heading out to Plainville, Connecticut for delivery tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. It's about 6.5 hours-ish away. We got plenty of time to do it, but as the intro kind of hinted at, it's a weird time right now. It is June 8th, and Canada is on fire. At least like the eastern part of Canada, you know, above the northeast, near Montreal area-ish or whatever. It's on fire, and it is all just creating havoc in the northeast, especially where I live, New York, eastern part of Pennsylvania. New York City is probably seeing the worst of it, Poconos, all that. And right now where I'm at, it's not too bad, but the past couple days there's definitely been signs of it all over the place. You could see it and smell it. Had the AC running with the windows up in the truck. Even with the air on recircuit, you can still smell it and everything. It's pretty bad. But yeah, it's just a weird time. So we're making our way towards that way, going towards Connecticut right now. And we're gonna see what it looks like, because out here I'm in St. Mary's. It's like 158 zip code. So we're gonna head east, and it's definitely gonna get worse the farther we head east, no doubt about it. So we're gonna kind of document that for the video and everything and see what's going on there. But this is a crazy time in history right now. So kind of once you get out of town of St. Mary's and you're heading back down towards I-80, it's about 25 miles or so, but you got to go down Route 255 through like Elk County in Pennsylvania here, and it's just a lot of hills, a lot of grades, a lot of up ones, and a lot of ones going back down. And it's not that fun when you're loaded. Luckily, this load is only about like 35,000 pounds or so. I mean, it's just a load of pallets, whatever, so it's not that heavy or whatever, but like, just some of these hills, dude. If you guys know, if you've been through this way, if you drive her sweet and been to the Penn Pallet in St. Mary's, you know all about it. It's not fun to deal with, but it's kind of part of the job. Just kind of stay in the right lane, use the four ways, truck speed limits, always obey the truck speed limits and all that, going down the green. I think it's like 20 or something, but crazy times, man. It's like, again, 25 miles, but like just in between here and there, it just seems like it takes a while just going down. Like when you're loaded, going down isn't too bad. There's a couple grades you gotta go up that suck, but I mean, it's just crazy. Oh boy. I'm in trouble. Just kidding, I got an oil change coming up. Like, this grade sucks. Gotta keep her at 20. Even though, again, we're not that heavy, but all trucks over like 21,000 pounds, obviously we're over 21,000 pounds even empty, so we gotta do this. We gotta abide by this law. I did see in my travels coming back and forth through here one time, down towards the bottom of the hill, they had 2 different trucks pulled over, so they're, you might not know when or where, but they're watching you. State troopers too. Everybody knows Pennsylvania state cops. Don't play with them. Don't play with them. Shit is wild. And there's another grade that's coming up about 10 miles or so. Going up, that's pretty gnarly too. This downgrade ain't too bad, but going up this next one is brutal, dude. Brutal. Alright, we gotta get as much speed as we can for this grade. Speed limit's 55. And here's the hill. Good thing there's 2 lanes right here. And the 4 ways. Hopefully somebody got a lane to pass. Look at this thing. This thing is ridiculous, dude. Like, wild. That's why people from the south and from the Midwest, like, oh, I want to drive the Northeast. Traffic in the hills. Alright, finally back on 80 here. Been on for about 10 miles. You can kind of see, I don't know if it's going to come up on camera or not. A little bit of haze, a little bit of smokiness to it. But again, we're pretty west right now. We're going to be heading east. So I'm kind of going to see this as we go along, but that's rude. Anyway, so a little bit of an update. So we're running this load out to Connecticut, but we're not doing a reload out of Connecticut to deliver back next week into St. Mary's. Instead, we're going to be trying something different. So I guess we have this, like, I don't know if you would call it an account or dedicated or whatever you would call it, or what they would like file it under as, but Sweet has this customer that's in New York. It's Fishkill, New York, right off I-84, kind of near where I-87 intersects I-84 there. Not too far from there, just east of the Hudson River. And basically it's an account with Dematic, one of our biggest customers out of Texas there. If you're a Sweet driver, you've probably been to Dematic. Fort Worth, I believe. But it's like a local gig. And what it does is it just pays a flat rate per day. And what you do is you kind of just like zip around town. You just report in the morning to this customer in New York, and they have assigned stuff for you to do. Maybe it's like a trailer move or two, or you got to run over here on the other side of town, deliver Dematic freight to this other customer, and then come back, and we might have something else for you to do, or we might not. It's relatively new, but as my DM has described it to me, it sounds really laid back and really easy to do. And with the flat rate per day, even if you do nothing, if they have nothing for you to do, you're still going to make money, no matter what. So you're still, and you can't have any other loads assigned to you like normal freight, because you have to be ready and available in case these people need you to do something. So I'm going to be doing that all next week in New York, just kind of local-ish. They call it a shuttle, whatever. You just report to this customer, they tell you whatever you got to do, and then they dismiss you whenever they're done. Sounds pretty easy, right? $275 a day. Not a ton of money, because I'm usually making like $300 to $400, sometimes even $500, depending on the mileage per day out here. But for the amount of work that, and driving for that matter, that we will not be doing, it sounds alright. Sounds like something neat to try, something different. So looking forward to that next week. So this week, just gotta deliver this load into Connecticut tomorrow, which is Friday. Drop that 8 a.m. and then after that, we're gonna be doing this, well, going home for the weekend obviously, and then trying this New York thing next weekend, or next week. So with all that being said, I'll be probably making a video about that, documenting all that. So we'll see if that's anything good, but it works for me because I only live about 90 miles from there, so it's easy to get to. The only thing that is kind of shitty about it is that you got to be there at like 7 a.m. So I'll probably have to leave out Sunday night and get there and park up and be ready to go for Monday. But so you're looking at about $1,400 with that flat rate daily pay for 5 days worth of work. And it's nothing over the weekend. They dismiss you when you're done. They have normal business hours. So when you're done, well, actually you drop your trailer there on the spot, your empty trailer, so they can use it if they need it, and then you just bobtail home, so it makes it even easier. So you either just hang out on site to do your 10, or you can just go to a truck stop. There's a couple in that area, so it should be pretty good. So I'm kind of hoping that this translates well on camera and you can kind of see, like, directly in front of me, you see like the mountains in there and everything's all tree lined, but usually that's like perfectly clear, and right now it is not. See how it has like that haze, that smokiness to it? It's definitely being affected. But you just can't really. Again, we're still not even that far east yet. We're only at mile marker 173 on 80 heading east, but it's just nice little kind of see some of the hills and stuff out here and how smoky it really is. This isn't even the bad part yet. Alright, update time. We are now on I-81. We are approaching the south end of Wilkes-Barre. Stop for 30 at the Loves in Mifflinville, Pennsylvania right now. And yeah, we're making our way. Got about 3 hours left to drive. We're not going to drive all the way to the receiver. There's a rest area that I park at once you cross to Connecticut. That's the plan for today, but it is now 2:30 in the afternoon. It looks like overcast outside, but it's really not. It was like sunny out before, now we're kind of heading this way, and now it's like, I don't know, it's weird. Madness. Yeah, man, it's a little wild out here. Can't say I really recall instances of natural weather occurrences like this. I don't know if fire, smoke from Canada would be considered a natural occurrence in weather and stuff, but it's pretty wild. It's like hard to breathe outside, especially if you're in this general area and south into parts of the Lehigh Valley, Allentown, Bethlehem, Easton, dude. It's like, it's really gnarly over there. And the same New York City too. What's going on, guys? Real quick, I just wanted to say, if you're thinking about driving for Sweet, link down in the description box below will be the name and phone number to the recruiter. Great guy, easy to talk to. Also, link down there will also be the website where you can find all the information your heart desires. I have made tons of videos of talking about Sweet, talking about what it's like driving for this company, pay, equipment, miles, etc. If you want to come over here, you want to see what the Sweet life is all about, feel free to do so. I made plenty of content. Call up the recruiter or submit an application today. If this content has any way helped you, you know, steered you in the right direction, or you just feel grateful to find somebody to go in depth about this trucking company, feel free to put me down as a referral. I'll have my name somewhere at the bottom of the screen there and truck number at some point in process. During the application process or orientation process, there will be a time where you can put me down. Feel free to do so. It's free to do so. Only takes a second. Like I said, it helps me out, and I would appreciate it. Alright, we made it here to the I-84 East rest area, way station, welcome center, whatever you call that, Danbury, Connecticut. Surprisingly found the spot even at 10 after 5, which is kind of surprising. And there's 2 open spots next to me, which is unheard of at this time, but got lucky. 8 AM delivery tomorrow. I could have went further. There's a rest area closer, but I didn't feel like driving anymore. I have about an hour left to go. It's like 40 minutes, but it'll probably be about an hour with traffic or whatever to get up there to where I gotta deliver at. Not too bad. Outside it's overcast, but still smoky. Smells even more so than usual. No shade to y'all people that live in Connecticut. But we all know it's just a bridge to New England. It is what it is. So we're here now, shutting it down for the night, and then yeah, we will catch up with you in the morning. Alright, it's the next day. We have arrived here on site to our delivery location. We got a door, we're locked in. We're about to start getting offloaded here once again in Plainville, Connecticut. And then once we do that, fortunately we do not have to reload out of here. We're just going home empty, which is unusual, but it's what we're doing this week, because next week, like I mentioned earlier, we got that plan to do like that hybrid shuttle for the customer or whatever in Fishkill, New York. So we got to be empty for that, and then from there we'll see what happens. Alright, we are just leaving our Plainville stop. We got in and out of there in about an hour or so, not too bad, a little over an hour. Making our way back home, a little over 3 hours to go. So yeah, so that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Be sure to turn in next week because we're gonna be starting something different. I want to see what that new little shuttle account is all about, and we'll do a video on that. If you like what you've seen, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Comments down below, questions, comments, concerns. I'll be sure to get back to them as soon as I can. And as always, guys, thank you so very much for watching. Tune in next time, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.